deny the recommendation of the Orange Township Zoning Commission to deny the amendment of section 26.04 of the Orange Township zoning resolutions proposed in resolution number 10-031. Be it further resolved that the amendment of section 26.04 of the Orange Township zoning resolution as proposed in resolution number 10-31 of the Board of Township Trustees of Orange Township is adopted. Be it further resolved that the resulting amended section 26.04 reads as follows. Section 26.04, zoning secretary. To assist in the administration of this zoning resolution, the Orange Township Board of Trustees may appoint a zoning secretary whose duty it shall be to maintain township zoning records, confirm information in applications, process all notices required under this zoning resolution, record the minutes of the zoning commission and the Board of Zoning Appeals, assist the zoning inspector, and perform such other duties relating to this zoning resolution as the township trustees may from time to time direct. Alternatively, the Orange Township Board of Trustees may assign such duties to other positions in the township employment. Additionally, the township fiscal officer may be named the zoning secretary and may receive compensation for such services in addition to other compensations allowed by law. The compensation of the persons performing the above duties shall be at rates set from time to time by the township trustees. Be it further resolved that existing section 26.04 shall be repealed upon the foregoing amendments becoming effective. Be it further resolved that if for any reason any one or more of the sentences, clauses, or parts of this resolution are held invalid, such judgment shall not affect, impair, or invalidate the remaining provisions of this resolution, but shall be confined in its operation to the specific sentences, clauses, or parts of this resolution held invalid, and the invalidity of any sentence, clause, or part of this resolution in any one or more instances shall not attest or prejudice in any way the validity of this resolution in any other instance. Be it further resolved that nothing in this resolution shall be construed to affect any prior reverter of the planned zoning district, to affect a change in the existing zoning district classification of any property as reflected upon the zoning map, to affect the regulations of any existing planned zoning district, or to affect any suit or proceeding pending in any court under the section of the zoning resolution to be repealed as cited above.
Second.
Mr. Cassidy?
Yes.
Mr. Katz?
Yes.
Mr. Quigley?
Yes. Chairman, I turn things back over to you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. With that, we are back to the park report. Mr. Quigley, Ms. Yu, would you please continue?
The next thing on the agenda approve the North Orange Aquatic Center rates. Ms. Hughes, I believe we do have the documentation of the current rates there. You can see the passages before you. Is there any questions regarding the concession pricing currently?
No, my only comment is it's my understanding that there is no change in any of the aquatic center rates.
Well, that's one of the discussions that we're going to bring up.
That's one thing that, at the concessions rate, which is the first item, the 9D,
Right.
First bullet point, I did an analysis of profitability for the hot dogs, the pizza, all of the agenda items, and actually spoke to both the manager and the pool manager and the woman that manages the concessions And there's 2 items. I just found out today, actually, that they really don't sell any slushies, snow cones. They kind of replace those with the slushies. The snow cones are just so messy. It uses the same juice. It's really a slushie with a little more ice in a different cup. And so I'd like to remove that even from the menu, if that be your pleasure. And then I passed out earlier kind of an analysis. The only item that really is in question is the ice cream. We sell both a premium and a novelty ice cream bar for the same price of $1.50. You'll see in the analysis that some of those prices are, the profitability is as low as 25 cents, which doesn't really cover the person that's handling that and serving it, versus the novelty ice cream, which has a little more profitability. We can leave it as is. We can look at 2 pricing scenarios. One, either lower the novelty ice cream item, maybe down to $1, so that we have 2 pricings. That really kind of spreads the profitability about the same, to about 25 cents per bar, or raise the premium to $2. If we were selling the novelty at $1 and $1.50 and the premium at at $2, we'd be more in line with our profitability on the other items, the hot dogs. And when I say profitability, it's paying for the people that are working with concessions. It's paying for the ovens, for the electricity, etc. The aquatic center itself is not making money; it's supporting the operation of the aquatic center. So I don't want anybody to think that the township's bringing home a profit from this. It's basically just running the operations. So it's just basically what the trustees want to do from that number. And again, I think the choices are either leave it the same as what we do. It kind of averages out. You can see the numbers of each bar that are being sold, what that average profitability is. If we wanted to look at basing the novelty ice cream, which costs us a little less, and bringing that dollar amount down to the consumer, we could do something like that, or we could raise the premium ice cream to the $2 and sell ice cream at $1.50 and $2 and equalize the profitability again to more in line with what we're doing with the hot dogs and the pretzels, etc.
Mr. Quigley, do you have any thoughts?
Well, we just started, honestly, we sat down and talked about this pretty recently. We just sort of got the numbers back today, so it's pretty hard to really weed through it.
It does, I mean, if you're not comfortable with changing this, it does kind of average out. I mean, we sell almost as many, we sell a lot of the novelty, the SpongeBob bars and things, versus the premium cones that we're not making very much profit on. So over the board, it averages, if you're more comfortable with just keeping the prices the way they are. Personally, if I was buying ice cream, I would always buy the King Cone then, because that's the better buy.
Well, that's the
Better
reason why
bang
we
for
brought
your
this,
dollar.
that's the reason why we brought this discussion up, and that's the reason why I asked her to put some numbers together to find out, are the novelty items selling less because they're higher at cost, and because people think maybe just the thought process saying they're getting more or less from it. And that's why I wanted to put together. In reality, looking at this, I mean, you have SpongeBob, which is the biggest seller, almost.
Yeah, which is pretty much the average of what we're doing. You know, we're making a decent profit on that. We're probably making a little more on the push-ups and the more popsicle-like items versus the premium sandwiches and the cones. So it does kind of average across the board.